Oh, you thought this was a silent video? You were wrong. This is a video, and basically today I am going to be telling you my top, or just, yeah, no, yeah, no, oh, scratch that. Just some Pokemon that, I know that's a weird subject for my vlogging channel, that something that has to do with games, and I just did 18 episodes of Pokemon, and finished the first season of Pokemon Crystal. Second season comes out July 1st. Anyway, this has been a very long disclaimer. So some Pokemon that, these are just some Pokemon that are bad until they evolve. Now, the first Pokemon that I'm going to mention is Ghastly. Ghastly is a pretty early ghost Pokemon that you get in the game. But, I mean, well, in certain games, I mean, in X and Y, you go to Route 6 and you get a Honedge, and that's pretty cool, and he's pretty cool, and whatever. And he doesn't know any ghost moves. But Ghastly, until he when he evolves, he learns, like, Shadow Punch or something right when he evolves. But until he gets that, his only ghost move, unless you teach him something different, is Lick. He learns a bunch of moves that you don't need. And Ghastly's just pretty much boring until he turns into Hunter, who is a freaking beast. Okay. Let's move on to the... Oh. Yeah. Let's move on to the next Pokemon. And I'm going to put all of these into, like, these three Pokemon into one thing. And that's going to be Pichu, Azurill, and Magby. Pichu, Azurill, Magby, and Igglybuff, Igglypuff, whatever. 4 baby Pokemon, and Blissey. No, not Blissey, Happy. These are all baby Pokemon. 5 baby Pokemon that are just... Let's just narrow it down to the one that I think is the most useless. And that's... Stupid piece of crap. Pichu's not useless because Pikachu and Raichu are pretty useless because everybody only uses Pikachu. But, I guess Elekid and Magby are... But Magby is pretty piece of crap because you don't get him anywhere in the game. You get Magmar. Magby is that Pokemon that you kind of just... If you want one in your Pokédex, you kind of just breed for it. And you don't really need it. So Magby's pretty useless, and Elekid's the same. But this is focused on Magby because Magby is stupid. Even though it's fire type, Magby is still stupid, and I hate you, Magby. Sorry. On to the next one. This one is kind of surprising. No, it's not. Never mind. We're not on to the surprising one yet. Hoppip. Now, Hoppip, this is more focused on Hoppip, but Skiploom's pretty bad too until it evolves into Jumpluff. But Hoppip, I mean, seriously, it evolves at level 18, I think, and level 18 doesn't take that long to get it to, but the moves that it learns during that time in the old generations, it's gotten better. It learns Fairy Wind before, but it learns the highest move that it learns before it turns into Skiploom is an attack with 50. I know it's an attack with 50 power. And I know that it's meant more for giving Pokemon status conditions, and it's more for that Pokemon that has, like, one physical attack that's like a grass type, and then you have that, like, Sleep Powder, poison powder and stun spore or whatever, but still pretty useless. Anyway, let's get on to Drill Bear. Yeah, you surprised that Drill Bear's on this list? I've literally in every game that I have an Excadrill, I have an Excadrill in my, well, the 2 games that I have that Excadrill exist in, I've had an Excadrill before I had a Drillbur. Let's just put it that way. And basically, Drillbur is like a wannabe power Pokemon that just can't really get it done. And then let's get some obvious ones. I mean, Magikarp and Feebas, but let's take Feebas out of the picture because he's just an old piece of crap. Magikarp, what more do I have to say to you? We kick you, we punch you, you get high enough level, and you turn into a Gyarados, which Mega Evolves, which is pretty cool, except you're still an orange fish until, well, no, whatever color you are, you're just a fish that we catch on our old rods at level like 5. You just sit in our party until you turn into a Gyarados, and by the time you turn into a Gyarados, we kind of just already have high enough levels where we don't even need a Gyarados anymore, and that's why you are useless. Okay, Tyrogue. Wondering why Tyrogue is on this list? I know it's pretty easy to get him up there, but he literally learns no frickin' moves until he frickin' evolves. You have to teach him all TMs. And do you know who else is like that until he evolves? Beldum. Beldum's a frickin' piece of crap too. But Beldum, you are not the focus. Just like Elekid wasn't the focus, just like Feebas wasn't the focus. You are not the focus. Tyrogue is the focus. Beldum should probably take this spot, but Tyrogue is the focus because Beldum, it makes sense that you don't learn as many moves as you do because you don't have any body parts or anything, but you evolve into a freaking cool Metagross. Tyrogue, on the other hand, he evolves into these 3 things that you just have in your Pokédex, and then you realize how much you don't need them. Just put it that way. And don't even get me started with female Combee. Not male Combee, because male Combee, you know, oh yeah, by the way, this list isn't going to include any of those first stage bug Pokemon. Yeah, don't even get me started with female Combee. I mean, male Combee. You can't do any shivels. You can't even pick up a shovel with Gust and throw it at yourself and evolve, because you don't evolve. Because male Combees don't evolve. Because Pokemon logic. But female Combees, they evolve into Vespiquen. Vespiquen is Pokemon that I feel like people work too hard to get. I mean, in Diamond and Pearl, it was so hard to freaking get a Combee, and then you finally got it, and it was always a male. But then you frickety frizzle. If you got a female one, you work so hard to get a Vespiquen, and then you realized, I'm never going to use this piece of crap giant queen bee Pokemon. Yeah. So, Combee, if you're gonna be the sexist Pokemon, at least make something, at least if you're a female, make yourself better than the male. And then make yourself evolve. Because we have no chance of putting you in front where you're not going to die. And that's why I have a supreme hatred for Combies. I'm trying to think of more. I should probably have these already in my head. I don't want to say a starter Pokemon. I don't want to say Bidoof because B-Barrel's stupid too. B-Barrel's one of my least favorite Pokemon. One that I actually just realized today that was pretty bad was Krogunk. Many people don't... He evolves at level 37 into Toxicroak. What? Yeah. 37. Anyway, Krogunk, he doesn't learn the best moves, and all of his moves don't do that much damage. You really have to get him to... Once he evolves into Toxicroak, his stats go, like, they explode up, I think. And basically, he's just useless until he evolves, because all of his attacks suck. If you want to know where I got that information, I got it from, well, in Diamond and Pearl, when you first caught a Krogunk, it was actually pretty good, but in X and Y, they're much easier to catch, and they're much worse. What's another Pokemon? I think that's all I have. I will see you guys on my gaming channel, and with the next Dominick Russell video sometime in the June time. Yes, in the June time. Well, bye.